Hola clase, here today we're going to review the subjuntivo that we learned last semester. So far, we learned that subjuntivo is a mood, that one of the uses for the subjuntivo is to give direct commands, and that's what we're going to review today. And when we say direct commands, we mean do this or don't. So, how do we form the subjuntivo? So we go to the yo of the present indicative form, which is the same present tense that you learned in Spanish 1. You drop the O and add the subjunctive ending. That means that if you know that the yo and the he, she, it form is the same, you can say you swap the ending. So the AR endings get the ES, N, and the ER ending get the as, amos, an. Verbs that have irregular yo form, keep that irregular stem in the present subjunctive. So, conocer goes to conozca, decir goes to diga, hacer goes to haga, oír goes to oiga, poner goes to ponga, seguir to siga, tener to tenga, traer to traiga, venir to venga, ver to vea. And of course, it wouldn't be español if we wouldn't have like irregular. So there's 5 irregular verbs that you must memorize. That goes to de, des, de, demos, den. We can ignore the vosotros form. Estar goes to este, estés, este, estemos, estén. Ir goes to vaya, 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 vayamos, vayan. Saber goes to sepa, sepas, sepas. Sepa, sepas, sepa, sepamos, sepan. Y ser goes to sea, seas, sea, seamos, sean. For the next slide, I want you to write also always the nosotros form, because it's different from the other forms. And just write the person that it's stated on your paper, because you can follow the other ones with the same changes. Okay, thank you. So verbs with stem changes in the present indicative show the same changes in the present subjunctive. Stem changing IR verbs also undergo the same a stem change in the nosotros and vosotros form of the present subjunctive. So I give you the first one, pensar, from E to IE. That means that all of them except the nosotros form give that stem change. So I want you to write the nosotros form and the one that I ask you. So sometimes it's going to be yo, sometimes it's going to be tú, sometimes it's going to be usted, él o ella, and sometimes it's going to be ellos, ellas o ustedes, okay? So pensar goes to piense, pienses, piense, pensemos, piensen. Jugar, you, tú, you, y, juegue, juegues, juegue, juguemos, jueguen. Mostrar, o, tú, you, y, muestre, muestres, muestre. Mostremos, muestren. Entender, I, to, I, y. Entienda, entiendas, entienda, entendamos, entiendan. Resolver, o, to, you, y. Resuelva, resuelvas, resuelva, resolvamos, resuelvan. Pedir, I, to, I. And I, look at this. Pida, pidas, pida, pidamos, pidan. Okay, so it's the same thing. Sentir, I to I, E, and then I. Sienta, 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 sintamos, sientan. Y dormir, I to you, y, and then you. Duerma, duermas, duerma, durmamos, y duerman. Okay, please remember your cargar and SAR that undergo the spelling changes to keep the same sound. So sacar goes to saque, jugar goes to juegue, y almorzar goes to almuerce. So car to QU, gar to GU, y zar to C. So we need to keep in mind several points when we talk about commands. There are tú, usted, ustedes, and nosotros command. That we can give an affirmative command, do this, and a negative command, don't. And that all commands use subjunctive except two affirmative commands. They shouldn't be that hard because we've seen it last semester, we've seen it in Spanish 1, Spanish 2, so they are not that difficult. You know this. So, irregular, two commands. So, please notice that you're using them to tell someone that you're familiar with what to do. Or in a negative, you're telling someone that you're familiar with what not to do. So the formation, use the he, she, or usted form from the present tense. In the negative, you go to the yo form of the present tense, you drop the o, and add the opposite ending, add the no in front. So, hablar goes to habla, comer goes to come, dar, ir, ser, estar y saber. They shorten only in the affirmative. So you can either remember this by what Mrs. Thompson said. Dee has 17 ponies in her salon. Dee hace de ponsal. Or my favorite, because you know that I like Vin Diesel better. Vin Diesel hasta me ponce, see, with a fake accent. Vin Diesel hasta me ponce. And the negative for those is no des, no vayas, no seas, no estés, no sepas. Toca, no toques. Paga, no pagues. Empieza, no empieces. Y duerme, no duermas. Y lávate, no te laves. Please notice that if you have a pronoun you attach in the affirmative, you put it before the conjugated verb in the negative ones. And once you attach, you need to put that accent mark in the third counting backwards syllable. Usted command is used to tell someone that you are not familiar with what to do, or used to tell someone that you're not familiar with what not to do. You use usted from the subjuntivo, so you go to the yo, drop the yo, and add the endings that it's E and A. E for AR verbs, A for IR verbs. Okay? Hable, no hable, because it's negative, you put the no in front. Coma, no coma. De, no de. Vaya, no vaya. Sea, no sea. Esté, no esté. Sepa, no sepa. Toque, no toque. Pague, no pague. Empiece, no empiece. Duerma, no duerma. Lávese, no se lave. Again, you attach the pronouns in the affirmative and put it before the verb in the negative. Ustedes commands used to tell a group of people what to do or what not to do. See? You go to the yo form of the present tense, drop the o, and add the opposite ending. Okay? If it's negative, put a no in the front. Hablen, hablen, coman, coman, den, no den, vayan, no vayan, sean, no sean, estén, no estén, sepan, no sepan, toquen, no toquen, paguen, no paguen, empiecen, empiecen, duerman, no duerman, lávense, no se laven. Remember the spelling changes from cargar, sar, Um, Also, remember to attach the pronouns to affirmative commands. Remember the accent mark in the third or the fourth syllable. And pronouns always go before negative commands. So here is your practice. Stop your video, work on your practice. When you have answered the practice, check your answers. Come ready for your flip mini. If you have questions, call me at 7:30. Here are the answers.